Kwetu is an NGO, non-government organisation, and we set it up really to try and address how people can best use the resources that they have access to and not degrade them at the same time.
What inspired me was really seeing all the opportunities which are, especially here at the coast. When you look around, you see the sun, we have water, the sea, the creek here, then we have the greenery, it's always very green along the coast. We have fish, we have so many natural resources, but people are not utilizing them.
Kwetu Training Centre occupies an area of woodland and mangrove forests beside the Mtwapa Creek in coastal Kenya. Since 2000, we have offered training to local people in sustainable livelihoods and life skills.
What you see here, there was nothing in those days. There was really nothing but bush. There was not even a road. We found this area by cycling around. Everything you see here is actually built by us in many different ways. The students built this, the first 2 rooms with their own materials and their own shingles. So there was a lot of togetherness, that spirit of a community creating something for a bigger picture.
Today, Kwetu remains a hive of activity in and out of the classroom in our busy schedule of outreach work.
Kwetu means ours, our home. So it's something which you can replicate anywhere. It's not something which is just a one-off training center, but it's the knowledge which you can take home and with which you can make your home.
Karibuni Kwetu! We make it work!
We are trying to inspire young people to look at the resources which are around them and to make sure that they utilize them to the fullest, also for income generation.
Kwetu's mission is to enable Kenyans to make the most of the environment on their doorstep. Locally grown neem leaves are processed to make cleaning and beauty products. Fish and bees are reared on marginal land, providing food and extra income.
The beekeeping is one way to create employment. It's one way to have income generating. Also, we see that bees have got a very important part which plays to the environment.
As well as tending more than 20 productive hives at the training centre, Kwetu mentors a dozen communities to maintain their own bee colonies.
For a fisherman who are now being faced with the constraints of having enough catch from the ocean or from the wild, the mariculture will be a better option for them, since they will have continuous production throughout the year.
Kwetu has pioneered small-scale fish farming in coastal Kenya, adapting techniques used in Southeast Asia. Demonstrations at our large tidal ponds show communities what they can achieve back home.
An empowered person is able to make wise decisions about their future.
Kwetu's first step is to put people in control of their own lives, addressing their health issues and raising awareness of their rights and duties as Kenyan citizens.
It is not necessarily what you learn in a room. It's what you learn in the area of interpersonal, setting goals for yourself, being able to achieve those goals, and then being proud of yourself.
Kwetu is active in public health, training young people to counsel their peers on HIV/AIDS issues. We also offer mobile testing and contraception advice.
I lost some friends through HIV and AIDS. From the training that I got from Kwetu, I feel empowered, and I have helped many, more than hundreds. To me, helping other people it's really, I find it so important because it enables them at least to know their status early.
Kwetu has set up a network of clubs in schools to educate students about their constitutional rights. These Haki clubs, as they are called, strengthen children's ability to access and understand their human rights.
Maybe in my home, like my mom and my dad, they don't know their right to me, but through my education from Hockey Club, I educated my parents, and I'm so happy.
Mock elections and public forums are a chance to experience democracy in action. Through our civic education program, we are fostering a generation of active citizens and future leaders.
Most people in rural Africa depend on the environment for their livelihoods, for what they use, for what they eat. And so sustainability is essential. So what we try and work on in Kwetu is really working out how people can best use the resources that they have access to and not degrade them at the same time.
Kwetu helps communities up and down coastal Kenya to conserve and grow indigenous mangrove forests. The aim is to reconnect people with the mangrove's many benefits to the environment and humans.
Mangroves are important to people on the coasts because they're right at the juncture between the sea and the land, so they protect the shoreline from erosion. They also protect the sea from a lot of waste that comes in from land as well. They filter out pollution and things like that. But then people also derive a lot of food directly from mangroves. They also derive materials like poles and fuel wood in some cases.
The first step is to map where mangroves are healthy, degraded, or completely gone. We combine community resource maps with satellite images to build a blueprint for replanting.
Organic farming is important because people don't need to rely on external inputs. They don't need to buy expensive fertilizers and other chemicals needed for agriculture. They can just use and utilize whatever they already have in the farm.
Kwetu also works with young farmers clubs in local schools. We nurture tomorrow's farmers by teaching the school children techniques that can be copied at home.
We have a group in South Coast. Through the personal initiatives, they were able to construct a pond from the benefits they accrued from the sales of the fish.
Most organizations just put their focus in towns, but Kwetu also goes to the villages, the interior, especially areas that are not penetratable.
Our vision is by 2018, Kwetu to be the leading producer of honey in the coastal region.
Kwetu was ahead of its time. Now everyone is talking about the resource management, about climate change, about food security, youth unemployment. And these are all aspects which we have been addressing.
We all live in one planet, I believe. It's one home for us, for all of us. So wherever in the world we are doing this, it's just basically good.
If you have a calling, you find you have that passion in the field. And for me, I can say it's a passion.
Karibuni Kwetu, we make it work.